How's it going, YouTube? It's your host with the most, Solaris100. It's been a minute, but now I'm back with another sneaker review for you guys. For me, sneakers are more than just pieces of clothing, you know. For me, they're like sculptures. To me, they're like art because you have so many different variations of color and materials. And of course, when you get guest designers on board, you have like massive remixes of classic silhouettes. And my latest sneaker pickup is definitely a very, very reconstructed classic silhouette. Alexander Wang was never a designer that was really on my radar. I was aware of his H&M collaboration and I was basically laughing at all the hats saying Wang on it because, you know, you could say that a Wang is a part of the male body. So yeah, having that on your hat, I'm not quite sure if that's a good look. Anyway, Alexander Wang is now designing for Adidas, and although I'm not so keen on the clothing he's producing for them, I think the sneakers are pure fire. So let's have a look what I got. I went to my good friends at the A-Like store in Hamburg. They're always having really cool Medicam toys, Stone Island jackets, and really, really nice hypey sneaker drops. When that collabo came out, Saturday morning, jumped on my bike, went to A-Like and got my trainers. So let's see what's in the box, let's see what I got, and let's do a little review of them, shall we? Okay. Ta-da! No surprise here, it's the Alexander Wang white Adidas box. It has the Adidas logo embossed on it. It says Alexander Wang Adidas on this side, made with earth-friendly materials, 95 recycled paper, no glue, and earth-friendly inks. So Alexander, thank you very much for caring for the nature on this planet. Thanks, man. So let's have a look inside. Yes, basically he printed it inside out. You have the traditional Adidas blue color on the inside and all the kind of shininess that normally you would associate with the outside of the box. As you can see, I went for the white and cream and black version of the Adidas BBall low. It really reminds me of the classic Adidas Superstar, just with Alexander Wang's twist on it. Before we look at the shoes, let's have a look what else we're getting for our money, because these are definitely not cheap shoes. They're one of the most expensive pair of shoes I've bought in a long, long time. Normally like around 200 euros is a cut-off point for me. These were 250 euros. So definitely the price point is a bit steep, but I really think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck because these trainers are very exciting and they're very extraordinary, and they're definitely going to turn heads if you rock them. Now that I got everything out of the box, you can have a bit of a look inside, and as you can see, it is an inside out Adidas box, so you get all these kind of size measurements and everything you would expect on the outside you definitely have on the inside. Talking about giving us extra, as you can see, these shoes are coming in this kind of gym bag out of this kind of basketball jersey material. Again with the upside down Alexander Wang Adidas logo embroidered on the bottom. Comes with two fabric straps. They're very sturdy and very thick, so that's a really nice touch. It doesn't really feel cheap at all, which is a nice thing when you're spending so much money on a pair of trainers. So I'm not quite sure if you can really use this for shopping, or maybe sewing a tank top out of it, or whatever you want to do with it. I doubt you can actually wear it. It's definitely too small for me, but to store the shoes, it's definitely a nice touch. And yeah, there we go. But now to the main event. I mean, the shoebox, all good and dandy, a bit of a gym bag, all good, but I didn't buy it for these items, I bought it for the shoes. So let's have a look at the actual shoe. Ta-da! And here we go. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of stuff is going on. This is definitely color-wise a little bit more understated, a little bit more high fashion. It's definitely not for everybody. I would say it's a love or hate situation. Either you love it or you hate it. But personally, I think that's the most interesting thing, because if I want boring shoes, I can just go to any shoe shop and just get a pair there for like whatever, 20 bucks. But if I'm spending some money on a designer collaboration, I definitely want to turn some heads and I want something special. And this is definitely something special. I don't even know where to start with that shoe because there's so much stuff going on. So I guess let's just start with the tongue and the lacing system. So this is something you can't really lace yourself. It's pre-laced. You slip into it like a slipper, so you don't really have the hassle of tying knots or all that. That's all done for you, and it looks like this. And as you can see on the tongue, which is made from really nice leather, you got a lot of technical babble there, some numbers, and it's supported by some foam on the back, so it's not very flimsy, it's quite sturdy. From there, this is more like an old school toolbox, I feel, with white leather there and dark gray nubuck around it. I think that's a really nice touch, looks really clean. The sole is basically made out of 3 parts. It's like this very light tan, old school gum or plastic in the front, which really reminds me again Superstars or just generally old school Adidas sneakers. Then you got the Adidas Boost technology sole here. For me that always looks like styrofoam, which is a really cheap material. So to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the Adidas Boost soles. But I think here it really works because yeah, it looks a bit like styrofoam and has this weird bubbly structure. It's very interesting combining that with that kind of plastic sole in the front. And then you have like this OG gum in the back, and I don't know, I just love it how it works together, and it looks kind of weird, but it works. It really works for me. So this is basically the bottom. I wore it once, so I'm really sorry, it's a little bit dirty. This has the Alexander Wang Adidas branding under the sole, a bit of Boost shining through, and yeah, you got again the trademark Alexander Wang Adidas colorway with the black, the gum, and the very light tan. On the back, you got this weird perforation, so I'm not quite sure if you can really rock them during a rain season or during a crazy monsoon or something like that, because they're definitely Croc style, breathable. If there's any water coming from the back, it will go straight into the shoe. These shoes I wouldn't want to wear during crappy weather anyway, so that I got them now in autumn is a bit shitty, so I think I have to wait till spring or summer to actually wear them. Here on the back you have a bit of a tan, stretchy fabric material, which supports the kind of slip-on technology this shoe has. There's a bit of white plastic here, which is really coming across very stormtrooperish as well. As I'm a massive Star Wars fan, you know, if you are alluding to anything Star Wars or stormtrooperish, I'm there, man, I'm there. So this is really reminding me of Stormtrooper armor or something like that. That's my association with it. Like, let me know in the comments what you think that thing is. I have no idea. So anyway, I'm going with this as a piece of Star Wars Stormtrooper technology. On the sides, you have black leather and it's embossed. So again, yet another really nice detail on that shoe. Inside, you have the Adidas Originals branding. Let's see. What can I say? I really like it. It has great premium materials. They all work together. I really love the color scheme. So it's a really weird shoe because on the one hand it's very understated and muted colorways, but then it's really loud when it comes to the actual design. And it really feels they put like a Adidas Superstar in a blender, and this is what came out. What I really love about such more outrageous pieces is that it kind of really influences your wardrobe. So I would definitely not wear this with maybe this plaid shirt. I would definitely wear something a bit more pimp with it, or something a little bit more high fashion with it. Yeah, I'm liking it because I'm a creative person and I really like fashion. I really like how fashion influences you and your thinking, your creativity, and you know, thinking about like how you combine things and different items together. So this is definitely a challenge to make this work, but I think I will, because if you're putting it together with like a nice trench coat or some, you know, black skinny jeans, I think this will really work. It would be quite interesting to know what you think about the shoe. If this is a success, if this is a massive fail, please let me know in the comments. Hit me up on Instagram @Solaris100, Twitter @Solaris100. Let me know if you got anything from the Alexander Wang Adidas collabo, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye.